How do you balance being a mission-driven charity and at the same time need to think about strategic growth and partnerships?
It really is a question of supply and demand. The demand is universal. We have people who need orthodontic treatment everywhere. And I could tell you a very quick vignette about that. My children grew up in an affluent suburb of Kansas City, and I was taking my son and some of his Boy Scout friends on an outing. My son had just gotten braces from Dr. Kelly Toombs. And it so happened it was in the fall, and he had the rubber bands. Anyway, they were the colors of the Kansas City Chiefs. And so, as we were driving, this young boy who was a classmate of my son's in this public school said, "Wow, I wish I could get braces, but my dad is a cop and we can't afford braces for all five of us. So we drew straws and I didn't win." That was a heartbreaking statement. And I realized at that point, it wasn't just kids in the inner city. It wasn't just kids that are in rural America. It was everywhere. Kids needed that treatment and the parents couldn't afford it. That's how we have basically decided to move forward with the kind of mission that we have, and that is to help as many kids as we can, no matter where they are. The limiting factor are the number of doctors we have to treat the kids. That is the biggest problem that Smiles Change Lives has. It's a very, very emotionally um, uh, energizing thing for me to think back on how this started, why it started, and what our mission it truly is. And then you might ask me, are you ever going to complete your mission? And the answer is no. Because like Michael Jordan, there's always plus one. In this case, there's plus 1 million. But we have a backlog of almost 2,000 kids across the country because we don't have doctors to treat them. And if you want to know what the most tragic, and I mean real tragic, situation is, kids waiting for doctors who need the treatment and the doctors will not participate. And also, I might add, all of the hardware from the videography to take the pictures to the retainers where you come in, all of that is donated by various companies. So the doctor has nothing out of pocket at all. It's only time. Now, it didn't start that way, but that's the way it's been for the last 10 or 15 years.